What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disciplined Pat's Disciplined Weightlifting. On this week's edition, we're going to be talking about strength balance, what you need to be doing. So, why do I say that? Why do I say you need to be doing strength balance? Let's talk about what strength balance is. So, strength balance is essentially certain ratios that certain lifts should be in order for you to be structurally balanced. What does that mean? It means you're even from left to right side, back to front. So like my left arm is equal to my right arm in strength, my left leg is equal to my right leg in strength, my hamstrings are pretty much equal to my quads in strength. I know that's never going to be like 100% accurate, but we're all striving to hit those ratios. So for an example, if you have a deadlift of 100 pounds, roughly speaking, your back squat should be about 80 pounds. If your back squat is 80 pounds in that example, your front squat should be 85% of that. I'm not the best mathematician, so I'm not going to do that in my head right now. But you guys get the gist. Basically, we're trying to find these certain magical ratios that we can use to then make sure we're going to stay healthy. So that's what goes into my next point. Why is it important? So when we're talking about strength balance and why it's important, we're going to basically be preventing injury. Okay. So if I'm always pushing off a right leg harder than my left leg, what's going to happen? Eventually, I'm going to develop some sort of imbalance in my hip that could lead to a back injury, could lead to a groin injury, hip injury, quad injury. Basically, I'm going to get injured at some point. It's basically like a ticking clock. You can kind of see these people when they're pressing. They'll be like people that are pressing like that, and they're always getting one arm stronger than the other. That's way more likely to cause a shoulder injury, or same thing with the squat, more likely to cause a hip or quad or some sort of injury in the lower body. That's why we do strength balance work, to make sure that stuff's all kind of taken care of. Now let's talk about when/where should I add it to my program. So this also depends on your program, but I'm just going to use my program as an example of this. So strength balance work is not going to be like your heavy stuff. It's not going to be like crazy heavy. Yes, you will push yourself on it, but it's not going to be like your 1 rep max squat day or a 10 rep max squat day even. It's going to be more, how do I describe this? It's going to be more like accessory work. So what I like to do is I have 3 Olympic days a week and I have 2 powerlifting days. So after my powerlifting days, those workouts are generally shorter. They take about like an hour to an hour, 15 minutes. I will do all of my strength balance work after. And strength balance work isn't just ratios as well. It's also that core work that you don't want to do, all that stuff that you really just be like, I really know I need to do this stuff, but I don't want to. That's probably all the stuff you should be doing most of the time, especially after workouts. You want to make sure you're shoring up your ship so that you're not going to take on water, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like to add it to after my powerlifting days. For you guys, if you want to add it after your training sessions, depending on how you feel. Like if I'm pretty exhausted after my Olympic sessions, I know I add a little bit of stuff after, but it's not like the same amount of volume that I add on the powerlifting days where I have a lot more energy afterwards. Now let's talk about how will this help my weightlifting? Well, all the stuff we just went over is good examples of how it's going to help your weightlifting. You're going to stay healthier, you're going to get stronger, because imagine if you're basically squatting on one leg, and then you can magically squat with 2 legs now. I know, it's going to make your squat go up. So if I'm always pushing off my right leg, and now my right leg is working equally with my left leg, I'm probably going to be able to squat more weight. Same thing with pressing. If I'm always pressing like this, and now I can press like this, I'm going to press more weight, whether it be a push press or a strict press. So my numbers are going to go up, my strength numbers are going to go up, and even my pull, like stuff like a deadlift or a clean pull, those I could always be pushing off one leg coming off the ground, and that could be leading to a lot of back pain, a lot of discomfort, and now I don't have that back pain, back discomfort, and now I can train harder, and now I can increase my volume, and I can get stronger, and my lifts will go up. So if you're ever curious about strength balance and strength ratios and whatnot, I would also like you guys to check out my boys at Active Life RX. They work with a lot of that stuff. I had a previous one of these with Dr. Jeremy Todd. Check that one out. And if you guys have any favorite strength balance movements that you do, comment down below. Until next time, I am Coach Pat, and this is Disciplined Pat's Disciplined Weightlifting. Peace.